How is she?
She's still out, but there's no more seizures activity.
I called obstetrics. They're backed up.
We need a consult.
Dr. Newman said she'd be here as soon as possible.
Well, that's not good enough.
Beth?
Dr. Lambert,
Beth, I'm right here. How you feeling?
where am I?
We had to move you into the ER.
What happened?
You had a seizure.
Is my baby
Oh,
okay?
your baby's fine. Listen.
What's going on?
Beth, this isn't half as scary as it sounds, but you may have a condition called preeclampsia, which explains why your blood pressure is a little bit too high. So we're gonna run some tests and find out if that's what it is.
Don't worry. We'll take care of you and your baby.
Charlie?
Dr. Collins,
I'm sorry if I scared you.
I didn't expect anybody to be... What are you doing out here anyway?
I live here. Right up there, in the lighthouse.
Cool.
What's your excuse?
I'm going in the water.
Charlie? You don't want to do that.
Hey, what is Thornhart's patient doing in the ER? I thought his clinic was supposed to relieve us of caseloads.
He said it was an emergency.
Yeah, well, it better be. I'm going to take it up with the board.
I'm of mind to do that myself.
Why is Thornhart encroaching on your patients, too?
You are, Chris. Why didn't you tell me that Gene Robbins was here?
Gene Robbins?
MBA, broken nose.
Right.
That's my patient.
For a broken nose, she's mine.
You never should have let her go without me seeing her first.
Well, I didn't. The woman left on her own.
Look, if I find out that she's suffered any undue stress because of this, I'm gonna have you stripped of your chief resident responsibilities.
Could you excuse us, please?
Dr. Forrest, orthopedics, Dr. Dave Forrest.
You know something? I really don't think you want to go there right now.
I have perfectly solid grounds for what...
For what? Forcing me to do something that you're going to regret?
What, you gonna talk to the nurses about me, Chris? You seem to forget I'm the one with the senior position around here, and I can make your life very unpleasant.
Didn't you ever learn anything from the story of Caligula, Rachel? See, every tyrant has his weakness. And I might know more about yours than you realize.
People say you should always face your fears.
That's true, but I'm not sure I would recommend this as your first step.
But Lucy said that when she was afraid to leave her room, you made her do it.
Well, this is different.
How?
Well, this is a lot more dangerous to begin with. Water's unpredictable. Anything can happen. And you have to know that going in.
Well, are you afraid too? Of the water?
I respect it. Charlie, do you know how to swim?
I took lessons once. My mom made me.
So what happened?
I never got past the shallow end. She was so pissed.
Why?
It was really important to her that I become a strong swimmer.
Well, any parent would want their child to be safe.
But it was more than that with her.
How?
I heard her arguing with my grandmother one time. Grandma didn't want me anywhere near the water. But Mom was, like, obsessed.
Was this before or after the dream started?
After.
Could be that your mother just wanted you to face your fears, too. Learning self-defense, becoming a strong swimmer. It's like she had it all figured out for you.
She was kind of a control freak.
You said it, I didn't.
I really disappointed her when I quit swim lessons.
Why's that?
she would have never quit. It's
what?
quitting is weak.
Charlie, do you think this makes you weak?
I must be.
Charlie, you have to learn not to be so hard on yourself.
But it's true. How can I blame her for feeling the way she does when I haven't done one thing to deal with my problems?
You're recognizing. That's big.
But it's not enough. If I can do this, if I can go into that water without being afraid, then maybe I can control my nightmares too.
I'm here. I won't let anything bad happen to you.
$183 over 100.
Isn't that bad?
You need to get your pressure down some more.
I thought you were giving me medicine for
Well,
that.
sometimes it just takes the medicine a little bit longer to work.
Gabriella, let's run the full panel. CBC, Chem 20, UA, LFT, please.
Was it the drinking and the smoking? I should have seen a doctor sooner. I should have taken better care of
Listen,
myself.
Beth, listen to me. Listen to me. We all do things. We make mistakes and we don't even know what we've done. But you came to us in time. You didn't wait too long, okay? We are gonna do everything we can to help you and your baby.
Okay, Beth, I need to get a blood sample. But it's not gonna hurt, I promise.
So me and my baby, we're gonna be okay, right?
You'll both be fine.
We'll know better when we get the test results back. See what we're dealing with.
Okay, Beth, I need you to make a fist. Hard. Think of somebody you'd like to use it on.
Can I talk to you outside for a minute, please?
Sure.
What are you doing?
There's no point in giving her false hope.
We don't know that it's false.
We don't know anything. And until we do, I suggest we both reserve judgment, Doctor.
You can tell her that the glass is half empty if you want to. But if I can give her this much hope, maybe she'll pull through this.
Hey, you want to disagree with my diagnosis, that's fine. You don't get to criticize my style.
Watch me.
Not without hearing my side.
I did. Back there in that room with that little girl who is scared out of her mind.
Well, I'm scared for her.
Yeah. I actually think you are. But you can't let a patient see that. That's the worst thing a doctor can do.
No. The worst thing a doctor can do is tell a patient they're going to be fine without knowing all the facts.
What, and let them worry maybe for nothing?
That's better than the other way around. We can stand here all day arguing about bedside manner. Or we can try to find out what's wrong with her. What do you say? Huh? What do we know for sure?
All right. We know she's spilling protein. I don't think she's allergic.
No, her output's fine.
Okay, then we should get a read on her BUN and creatinine levels.
She's having another seizure.
Oh,
Give her another tube of lorazepam.
okay, what happened?
I don't know. I just finished taking blood. I was about to leave, and she started to seize.
Get those samples down to the lab. Tell them we need the results back 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
How's the baby?
He's okay for now, but I'm afraid he might go hypoxic if he seizes again.
She could stroke out. Beth, wake up. It's Dr. Thornhart. I don't know. The tests are going to tell us.
Yes, so we can treat you and your baby and get you guys out of here.
Just hang in there. Where you going?
I'm gonna find out where the hell Dr. Newman is. Don't let her spirits go down.
Charlie, it's Chris Ramsey. I'm getting off tonight around 9 p.m., so why don't you give me a call at home, okay? Bye-bye.
I need to use the phone, please. Medical purposes.
It's all yours.
Yeah, this is Dr. Lambert in the ER. I need to speak with Dr. Newman right away. Yes, I can hold, but not for long.
Tough case?
Yeah, young girl, pregnant, and status epilepticus. We don't know why. She could lose the baby.
I won't get anywhere.
Thank you.
Ryan Soul to ICU. Dr. Russ Weinstein to ICU.
Although, you know something, you ought to steer clear of Rachel tonight.
What? What's up with Rachel now?
She's on the warpath. You should have seen the way she was riding me earlier. And then you.
What, me?
Well, you know how she feels about Kevin. You're married to Kevin. The woman knows how to hold a grudge. How long ago was it that Kevin was mixed up with that crazy sister of hers? Was it Grace?
Yeah, whatever it is you're after, Ramsey, I'm not biting. Yeah, I'm still here, but I won't be here for much longer. I'm gonna come up there in a few minutes if you don't get Dr. Newman on the phone.
I can't do it! What is the matter with
Charlie,
me?
you've had this fear as long as you can remember. It won't go away overnight.
I am going to be afraid for the rest of my life.
No. Only if you decide to be.
And my mother's right. I am weak.
Did she actually say that to you?
She doesn't have to. Why else would she not want to be around me?
So it's your fault.
Yeah. I mean, no. I mean,
Well, which is it?
I don't want you to think she's awful. She's had a really hard life.
In what way?
Oh, my father, for one.
What about him?
I think he really broke her heart. I mean, he died when I was a baby. And she's always been so angry about that. She's never said it out loud, but I don't think she's ever forgiven him for leaving her to raise me alone.
You think she feels abandoned?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if she loved him enough to have me, he can't be as bad as she says.
You could be onto something there.
But it's not just that. When my mom was about my age, her sister, who she idolized, also died.
How?
I don't know. Just like with my father, there are some things she just refuses to talk about.
And death is one of them. I want you to consider something, Charlie. That maybe it isn't the water you're afraid of. It's the dying.
Oh, my God.
I don't know your mother. It's not fair for me to try and analyze her, but it's not uncommon for a parent's fears to be passed on to their children. Your mother was abandoned by people who mattered to her. And now you feel abandoned by her emotionally.
So it's not my weakness.
It's hers.
Wow. Thank you.
It's just the first step in the journey.
But it's a big one. I bet you're really a great father.
Well, not yet. But someday. I hope so.
The baby's going strong.
No thanks to me.
Don't get down on yourself, Beth.
What kind of mother am I gonna be if I can't even take care of my baby before he's born?
Well, if you care half as much as you do now, you're gonna be a fine mother indeed.
I should have just gotten an abortion.
Now, why would you want to say something like that?
My boyfriend wanted me to, and I loved him. And I got to the doctor's office, but
But what?
I didn't want to be alone.
And the child's father?
He left me.
Is there no one else?
There's nobody I can go to. My baby's all I have, and now I'm gonna lose him because I was stupid. No, I was stupid.
Relax. Keep talking that way, okay? Do you remember what Dr. Lambert said? Look at me. And he said we all make mistakes, including me. There are people who can help, people who care, including me. All right?
Gabriella? Huh? There's a guy in here a couple weeks ago, fell off his roof fixing a leak, broke his heel.
What about him?
Insurance company needs some information. Could you call records for him, please?
It's gonna have to wait.
What, excuse me?
I've got an emergency.
Better not be one of Thornhart's patients.
It's a young pregnant girl. We could lose her and her baby.
Oh, right, yeah, I heard about that tough case.
Yeah, well, I've got to get these lab results over.
Don't let me keep you.
Dr. Reinson, ICU. Dr. Russ, Reinson, ICU.
Is there something you want to ask me?
Yeah, matter of fact, which of the Disney witches is your favorite? See, mine, I'm kind of partial to the one from Snow White, but you seem more of a Cruella de Vil type, or perhaps the wicked stepmother from Cinderella?
I heard you pumping Eve for information about my sister, Chris.
Lurking again, were you?
Why is it so interesting to you anyway?
Well, I was reading this article about Human Genome Project, and I was curious to find out if there was a gene for warped personalities.
You should check your own background.
Actually, it's a recessive trait in my family. But in yours, I would definitely say it is dominant. I mean, what with you, your nut job of a mother, and that loony sister of yours. You really think that Kevin killed her?
I hold him responsible.
How long ago was that, anyway?
Does it matter?
Not to you, apparently. But it must be really difficult, you know, with a constant reminder always around.
You mean Kevin?
Who else?
You know, you never get over losing somebody that you really love, Chris. But I'm sure you're learning all about that right now.
I heard once that if you think you're going crazy, you're probably not. I mean, crazy people don't know they're crazy, right?
Well, I'll let you in on a secret there, Charlie. People in my line of work don't really like the word crazy. But it's only because that mental illness is a medical condition.
You didn't exactly answer my question.
No, I didn't. But I don't think you're losing your mind if that's what you're worried about.
Really?
No. I think you're going through a hard time right now, but asking for help is a sign of strength.
But every time I try...
Go on, Charlie.
Well, it's like Lucy says. Sometimes it gets worse before it gets better.
Lucy knows it. She's lived it.
I'm still scared.
I know.
Each time I have that dream, the waves get bigger. The dark gets darker. And I feel I may never wake up. I guess that's what you were trying to say before.
Except that it is a dream, Charlie. And you will wake up. And everything will be a lot clearer.
But what if I can't handle what I see?
You won't be alone.
Are those my test results?
Some of them, yeah.
Bad?
Not what we were hoping for.
We're still waiting for the test to come back, but whatever the results, we are gonna fight this thing.
You really think we can?
What I tell you before, we're gonna do everything possible.
Doctor, can I have a moment, please?
Sure, Gabriella. Can you keep an eye on Beck?
Sure thing. Make me stay too long, I just might have to give you a manicure.
I talked to Dr. Newman.
Finally.
She's busy with a tricky delivery, but she wants us to double-check the liver enzymes and see if they're elevated.
Why? What is she thinking?
HELLP syndrome.
Well, if that's what it is,
We could lose them both.
they came here on their own, and they put their trust in us. Let's not fail them.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles.
On the next Port Charles.
Well, I'm not your husband, but maybe I'll do in a pinch.
Allison, she's,
What? She's what?
I don't know, she's got to see a doctor or something. She's freaking.
I'm on my way.
Time to relax and enjoy another quiet day in Pine Valley. Right. An all-new episode of All My Children is coming up next on SoapNet. Pure Soap 24/7.